A friend of mine sent me this Smokey Glow video of makeup products that she would recommend to someone she hates. And my friend asked me, please do this for Lolita fashion. And I said, absolutely. I love this idea. Smokey Glow goes through step by step of putting together a complete makeup look. And I'm gonna do the same with Lolita fashion and put together a not great coordinate for somebody. Now, I'm not imagining any one particular person for this, but rather a type of person who you will be very familiar with if you've ever worked in retail, and that is someone who asks for advice when they aren't really looking for advice. They more so want you to just reassure the things that they're already thinking or the choices that they've already made. I've actually encountered this a lot in my years as a Lolita YouTuber. There are people who are kind of outside of the fashion and they will swear that they understand it but say all of these misconceptions at me, and when I try to correct them, they just argue with me about it, and it gets to the point where you just want to give up and be like, okay, sure, whatever you think, I'm clearly not going to change your mind, like whatever I can do to just end this conversation. I'm sure Lolitas have probably also been in this position before, especially like when you're out in public and you're trying to do something and someone stops you and is like, oh, so you're a living doll, blah blah blah, and you're like, no, I'm a Lolita, I wear Lolita fashion, and you try to explain it, and they're like, no, well, I saw this Venus Angelic video and I know all about what you do, and it's like, no, you don't. But sure, whatever, just let me leave, let me get away. In retail, you know, somebody's arguing with you, it's like, Amy sold me this product cheaper last week, and you're like, well, we've never had an Amy work at this store, but like, whatever you want, whatever I can do to just get you to leave and stop arguing with me. That's who I'm envisioning. I'm imagining there's somebody who really wants to borrow my Lolita clothes for a office costume party, and I'm like, no, I can't, I need all of my dresses this week for work, so why don't you get your own coordinate? In Smokey Glow's video, she talks about how there's really obvious products that she could mention that are just bad, but that would be too easy, and I think that it's the same for Lolita. We could just make a coordinate on Milano, a known scam site for not coming through with the products that they advertise and using stolen photos. We could just do that, but that's not as fun. We're gonna get creative. I'm going to try to make a technically Lolita outfit using mainly brand pieces to get this fictional person to spend as much money as possible on a really not great cord. Sometimes in my content, I will try to like make jokes or point out things that I think are ugly based on my own aesthetics and opinion, and then people turn around and prove me absolutely wrong, and this backfires on me all the time. I'm just gonna say whatever coordinate I come up with in this video is not objectively bad, but it's just bad by my own tastes. And I'm sure that after this, there's gonna be people who tag me on Instagram with these pieces showing me that they're actually really beautiful and great. So we're just doing this for fun here. We're just exploring and experimenting. Always remember that my content does not reflect the entire Lolita community. My opinions are not facts or rules or anything like that. It's just my own taste, so. And this video is gonna be heavy with sarcasm, and I know a lot of you may not always know when I'm being sarcastic, so I'm gonna try to make it pretty obvious. I am a pretty sarcastic person in real life outside of YouTube, so you're gonna see some of that today. I'm gonna tell this person to go straight to angelicprettyusa.com and buy directly from them. Now, this is not terrible advice. You can definitely buy pieces directly from Angelic Pretty. It's just not the most cost effective. It's better to sort of get a sense of what you like by looking through Lolabrary, Instagram, and then make note of the pieces that you want to wear and buy them from Wonderwelt, Closet Child, Maiden Clothing, Frill, Mercari, Lace Market, because buying secondhand is going to be generally a lot more affordable, and you will have a lot more options than what's just currently on their site. There are, of course, times when you are going to buy directly from AP because maybe there's a brand new release that you really want. But it's similar to telling anybody who's interested in mainstream brands to buy directly from the designer themselves. You would probably get a better deal by looking at Nordstrom Rack or off Saks. Is that what it's, I don't know things about mainstream brands. I have not looked at AP USA's website in quite a while because I've been sort of on this indie brand kick, because I found that a lot of the things that Angelic Pretty has released recently has just not been for me. My personal style and taste is more in tune with older Angelic Pretty, the Renaissance era of Angelic Pretty, if you will, the kind of super sweet, sugary OTT prints. And I think that Angelic Pretty is really leaning more into like Larm, because in Japan, Lolita fashion's not really as popular. It's more popular around the world, so they're trying to do more like simple designs. Let's start with the main piece, which is going to be a JSK, an OP, or a skirt. And we're going to go straight to Angelic Pretty's one pieces because they're definitely the most versatile and they have the most space for fitting. They're really forgiving when it comes to fitting different body types, so we're gonna start there. I feel like AP USA is gaslighting me because yesterday I saw this one dress that I'd planned to use in this video and now it's not here. Now, I'm so sorry if this is your favorite dress, but what is going on with Sweet Afternoon? It's so plain. Like, this is not a bad dress, it's not horrible, but like, this is by the same people who made this. Like, where's the detail? Where's the interest? This looks so plain. AP's been really doing this like double layer thing where they have this like sheer layer over top that like hangs down, and I'm really not feeling it. It just looks cheap, and it's like, this is such a plain dress with like one piece of lace on it. I mean, this is a quintessential beautiful Lolita dress. You gotta start with this piece. Look at this, just this generous no shoring option, perfect for all different types of people. It would definitely fit. But you know what? We're gonna go with the JSK version because I think that you need a blouse with this, and we're gonna find the most suitable, beautiful blouse. So slap down some 340 American dollars plus fixed shipping rates. We'll move on to your blouse, and wow,
isn't this a beautiful, intricate first Lolita dress?
To be a true Lolita, you have to get one piece from each main brand. So we're gonna get the blouse from Baby the Stars Shine Bright San Francisco. We're gonna get this Postman blouse with this dress because that frilly part down the front is definitely not going to be uncomfortable under that tight bodice. It's definitely not going to make weird lumpy bumpies. Style of this blouse, this kind of academic, more structured style is definitely in tune with this soft, sleepy, plain dress, and you're gonna look great. Yeah, so we're gonna go with one of these really heavily printed Royal Princess Alice socks to just bring in some more colors to this coordinate, and not any of the colors that are already in this. No. We need to bring in totally different colors. So we're gonna go with this pair of socks. We're gonna put this hidden Princess in My Memory half bonnet with the veil with this coordinate because, you know, the long drapey veil over this more academic vibey blouse with this very plain AP dress is just perfect Lolita. What are we missing? Shoes. You know, we don't want to buy from Milano or Milano. Still unsure how you say that. I'm pretty sure it's Milano, like boo, but I grew up saying Milano and I just can't undo it. So yeah, we're not gonna buy from there, but I just Googled Lolita to find more Lolita shoes, and there's this really handy dandy website called Lolita Show that has a lot of shoes. And I heard that there's a new trend for Lolitas in the summer, and that is wearing sandals with Lolita. Definitely a big popular trend to wear sandals. I'm talking slides. I'm talking chunky platform sandal shoe things. I'm talking open toes all the way. Bring toes to Lolita. I think we're going to change the name of the fashion to Lolitos. We're going to look at this very, very trustworthy store called Lolita Show. Lolita's in the name. It's gonna be trustworthy. And we're gonna find the perfect pair of sandals for this coordinate, because this is definitely a summer cord with the long sleeve blouse, socks, and veil. Perfect. I think that these would be most excellent with this coordinate. Now the last thing we've got to do is get you a wig, because wigs are definitely a requirement in Lolita fashion. You have to. And also there's only one style of Lolita fashion, and that is Sweet Lolita. No other style exists because I wear Sweet Lolita, so that's all there is. So we have to make this coordinate look more sweet. That's just a requirement. So of course we have to go with this beautiful pastel blended wig. You're set. You don't have to do anything to the wig. Just take it out of the package, put it on your head. Don't cut it. Don't style it. Just plop it on your head, part the bangs in the center, put that bonnet on, and you are good to go. I think lastly, just look up some like Dolly eye makeup tutorial and then you'll get good. There's definitely things that you have to consider when making a Lolita coordinate, like different styles, different themes, different textures. You probably don't want to put this together the way that I have. I would be shocked if someone could actually style this well. If you have any of these pieces, please style them properly and put it in the Lovely Lore video tag. I am actually working on a video regarding these wigs because they've become synonymous with Idas in the Lolita community, but I kind of want to see if there's a way to style them or change them to kind of work, because I think they have maybe the potential to be cute. But please subscribe for that video. They're still in the mail, but that video will be coming out sometime soon. This video was brought to you in part by one of my patrons, Clover. Thank you so much for supporting my content. She is also a Lolita fashion YouTuber. If you are also recently feeling a little bit burnt out on Angelic Pretty's recent releases and are trying to find other brands to shop with, Clover recently made a video on 15 unheard of indie Lolita brands that you might not know of and might have your future dream pieces, who knows. That video will be linked right here, and as always, stay lovely. I'm worried that Lolita brands are going to start introducing sandals and that I've now manifested this to become a real trend. What have I done?